What's up, YouTube? I'm Timaven. Man, I'm here today with this PRS SE Hollowbody 2 Piezo. A cool instrument, man. I know people have put reviews up and stuff of it, but it's my take. I've had the instrument for a couple days. I've taken it to some rehearsals. I think I'm going to talk about my initial thoughts, what I think about it in general, who this instrument's maybe for, and then how I'm planning on using it in the context of my band Lanco. Popping into it, all those playing examples you've heard at the beginning, I was switching some between just magnetic, piezo and magnetic, and just piezo, all just through my amp. And that's all I'm going to do today. There's a lot of videos online that are showing you into the DAW, and live and at rehearsals right now, I'm using both outputs. And I'm sending the piezo straight to the PA, which sounds awesome and sounds a lot more like a normal acoustic. Through the electric guitar amp, it's a different flavor. You're not getting just acoustic, but it's still a cool thing to add in. So I'm just running single output today. There's tons of videos where you can hear the isolated acoustic sound. I don't have an acoustic amp in here or a good setup to show you recording from it. So this is just me off the cuff, man. This thing is awesome. It's got so much versatility, and I've seen some stuff online that's saying it's a gimmick, you know, or whatever, or do you really need this? And to be honest, I think those people aren't playing any shows. Hot take. Some of the videos I've seen, I was like, man, this guy is talking about this, but he's using it in his bedroom. If you're sitting in your bedroom and you need to record acoustic, probably just use an acoustic guitar, right? This is a utility thing, and that's what I'm planning on using it for. I've got in Lanco, we just released a new album called We're Gonna Make It. I've got a lot of parts on this tour that's on the record. I recorded the intro with acoustic. There's an acoustic solo at one point, or the verses are acoustic strums, and then it's going into acoustic and electric. And I'm using this to cover that ground without needing to switch guitars. And through a PA, and I'm running it into an LR Baggs preamp DI, it sounds awesome. It gets the job done more than enough. You know, if you're at home and you're writing a record and you're in the studio, yeah, if you're doing acoustic parts, just like on the record, I grabbed an acoustic guitar. I didn't have one of these, but I still would have grabbed an acoustic guitar. This is a utility instrument, man. It's used, I think, for the people that are in a pro situation that need to cover an acoustic part and an electric, but their electric player first and foremost, right? Like the acoustasonic stuff and whatnot, that feels like acoustic guitar player first and foremost. Then it does some electric stuff. This is an electric guitar first and foremost, and it's got this awesome capability with the piezo that I've really been digging into, man. Let's go over just like basic my thoughts on build quality, this and that. It's awesome. I mean, awesome, dude. I don't know if I just have a really good one right now. I'll say I had it intonated, just the bridge set up, right? This guitar had been sitting for a while, so that completely out of the way. I had that done, nothing else done to it. Dude, the frets, immaculate. Okay, these frets are just as good as that Core DGT sitting back there. Just as good. Frets are immaculate. Best frets I've ever felt on an SE guitar, hands down. And that's the biggest thing for me, man. If the frets are even just a little bumpy, I can't get my mind off of it. Can't get my mind off of it. So, you've got the bigger body. It's veneer maple top, veneer maple back. I don't know if these sides are mahogany. I know in the Core version they are. I'm imagining it's a scarf neck joint. It's black. You can't see it. It's probably multiple pieces of wood. I noticed on this, the headstock is a little bigger than the normal PRS headstock. That's one of the first things I noticed actually when I picked it up. This body is bigger than the Core version 2. It feels maybe a little closer to a 335 size-wise. It's not that big. But even just in the room acoustic, listen to this. I mean, okay, in the room, acoustic, it sounds awesome. I mean, it's really, the thing's just a really cool instrument, man. Okay, so we got two output jacks, right? One is mixed piezo and mag. If you use them both, this one's just magnetic. If you use them both at the same time, this turns into, I think, the dedicated piezo. Right now, like I said, I'm just running through the amp. So let me run through a couple tones. This is neck pickup, my clean setting. I've got a little bit of slapback and some reverb on. That's it. Just magnetic, right? Here it is. pickups. Here's the bridge pickup. Turn it up a little bit. Alright, then. Got a good sound, dude. I mean, maybe we would lose it a little there on it, but. Alright, let's do it with a little bit of drive. This is a Nobles ODR1. Alright, here's the neck pickup. Something else, maybe a little more bluesy, I guess. Middle pickup with both of them. Okay, that's Nobles. Let's do like a, this is Nobles stacked with the full drive. This would be like a more sustainy solo thing. I mean, that sings, dude. I mean, dude, come on. Sounds awesome. If I throw some more delay and reverb stuff on there, I'm doing like. Sounds great. Now check this out. Here's the piezo on that, right? You know, and I still got that delay and reverb on. That's through an electric guitar amp, right? It's not your standard acoustic sound, but this is a cool flavor, man. I think this is just something different, and this is just the Piezo right now. Turn off some of that extra delay and reverb. Here we're just acoustic. Okay, I'm gonna try and do a thing I normally do on acoustic that's a little more percussive. Let's see what it sounds like through an electric amp, just the Piezo. Man, it's got a really cool sound even through the electric. Now here's a blended some. So I've got the magnetic and the Piezo on now. So it just adds a little bit of that top end and that snap you get from an acoustic. I mean, that's a cool sound. You know, if you're creative, you can use this stuff. Lesson too, and if you get off of it and hit a wrong chord, you just keep freaking going, man. Dude, I think this thing is awesome. Just my take on it, right? I'm using this for real right now, not in this context where I'm just using the single output. I'm using both outputs. The acoustic's going to a PA, and a lot of what I'm using it for is doubling acoustic intro parts. So maybe I'm up playing a and when you're split, my electric signal is then dirty and the acoustic stays clean, you know, and you're getting stuff where I can hit big ding-dings, kind of, that's diamonds, and it's like I'm playing two instruments at once. It's really cool. I think through one amp, you're more just adding another color and it doesn't feel like two instruments. But when you're going through two amps, an acoustic amp, or the PA, it really sounds like there's two guitar players. It's really cool, man. Really versatile. Something that I just got turned on to, and I was like, dude, this is freaking cool. And then when I was looking up videos, like, there's so many videos on this, and just like I said, some of them I think are people that, you know, are just on YouTube. right? Like, I'm out playing this thing and like this is like a utility thing. So I think some people saying, oh, this isn't worth that or this and that, you know, it maybe isn't if you know, you're not looking at it as a utility piece of equipment. All in all, man, the instrument feels great. I'm looking at it from a utility perspective. I need to cover some parts that normally I'd have to just cover on clean electric, but instead I can get a good sounding acoustic thing. That's, I don't know, something like this really works for the position I'm in. So who's this instrument for? It's great sounding electric first and foremost. You know, you're paying more for the piezo, and if you're just looking for the electric part, I'd get the non-piezo one. But utility-wise, if you're in a situation where you're live and you are on the fly trying to cover some acoustic parts and electric, and then maybe in the choruses some of both at the same time, just hitting big, and that's acoustic coming out of the PA and electric, dirty electric coming through amp. It's a great example of stuff I'm using it for. This could be something for you. Like I said, I'm looking at it from a real working musician's perspective of like, can I utilize this instrument? And it's been awesome so far, man. So can't thank PRS enough and whatnot for just letting me check this out. I'm just checking it out right now. It's a super cool guitar, beautiful color. I don't even know what this color's called. You know, beautiful back too, right? And it's a cool guitar, man. It's inspiring. Makes you want to play. There's a lot of sounds you can get out of this thing. All different kinds of stuff. I hope you enjoyed a bunch of those playing clips. I tried to leave a bunch of stuff in. Just my random thoughts sitting here off the cuff playing as usual. If you're back and have been to the channel before, you know this is how I do stuff. So you guys, if you've made it this far, like the channel, hit subscribe. Hey, also, if you're interested in guitar lessons, I do online guitar lessons, teach people all over the world. And you can reach out to this email that I'm popping up somewhere on the screen right now at timavenmusic@gmail.com. Off the bat, everyone asks how expensive it is. I do $1 a minute. I normally do a 60-minute lesson. I'm happy to do a 45-minute lesson with you too. So if you're interested in setting something like that up, just reach out to the email, timavenmusic.com, or I'm sorry, timavenmusic@gmail.com. And with that, I think that's it, you guys. So until next time, peace.